Hi and welcome back. It has been a very wet couple of days. We do have a lot of flooding south and west of us we are right at the edge of these storms. Our rivers are cresting up into people's homes. If you are in one of these areas, please stay safe. We don't have that much in our town, but the town over does have flooding. So please stay safe. As we speak, as of today, this is Saturday, the 5th of July. There are 29 kids that are missing from a summer camp. There has been a confirmed 36 people have passed so far, and there are numerous missing people. My prayers are out to everybody right now. All right, so with the big beautiful bill that has already passed the House, we are going to do some budget meals. What you can do with beans and rice, what you can do with cheap stuff, and where to find help. Okay, there are food banks out there. I don't know how this is going to affect the food banks in your area. If you can find a local church that has its own food bank and its own funding, they are probably going to be your best bet. Something that is not state mandated, because big state ones only get the food from the FDA, used to be USAID, and they control how much food that every household can get. The churches and other charities in your area may have more of a variety. So you can go to more than one food bank. There's no laws against that yet, to be able to afford food. But I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of a Louisiana specialty, red beans and rice. I did have to buy the andouille sausage. That was $5. Now, depending on what is available in your area, if you're able to get a sausage link if you do go to the food bank and you're getting a sausage, you can use that. You can use hamburger. You can use hot dogs. I've done that. It's whatever you can afford and whatever you can get. Even though won't be Louisiana authentic, it'll still feed your family. Let's get started. Now, the original recipe calls for 1 pound of dried red beans. All right. You can buy them like this, or you can buy them canned, already nice and cooked and fluffy. Just be careful if you do have any dietary restrictions. If you buy the red beans, and I've checked every single brand that I can find, they do have sugar in them. Okay, so please be mindful of that if you're getting canned beans. If you have that problem, you're going to need to do this the long way. You're going to soak these overnight. Just soak them, put them in water, put them in an area, and forget about it for the night. Now, whenever that is complete, what you're going to do is you're going to drain them out, rinse them off, and set aside. Now, in the pan, we're going to brown some veggies. I don't have any celery, but I do have onions and red bell pepper, so we're going to use that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and brown up the onions. This is where you would put the celery in as well. We're going to go ahead and add bell pepper. 1 green bell pepper, but I only have red. It'll be fine. And now the recipe does count for 2 tablespoons of garlic. Whoops. Open up another jar. Now you're going to let this cook down for about 3-4 minutes. Just to get the flavors to waken up and to semi-cook some of this onion and bell pepper. Now while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and drain and rinse off the red beans because I want to get as much of that sugar off as possible. I am going to do, let's start with 2 cans, possibly 3, depending on how much we're wanting to do. Alright, I have 2 cans rinsed. I think I'm going to do 1 more. Hey. There we go, that looks better. Now to this, the original recipe calls for 6 cups of water. I'm not going to do that much, so we'll just fill it to about halfway. That's 2 cups. Looks like we're making a half of a recipe. So about 3 cups. Of water. Two bay leaves. Tablespoon of parsley. One teaspoon of thyme. Quarter teaspoon of sage. Now, here's where you can alter this. It's saying a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Cayenne is a little bit stiff for our tastes because my Cajun seasoning also has cayenne in it. So I'm going to only do a quarter of it. And I make my own Cajun seasoning. You can find multiple recipes that all have the same basic seasonings into it. We're going to add 1 teaspoon. Now, here is where we just wait. Okay, we are going to go ahead and let this sit and simmer for 2.5 hours. There's a reason. So let's go ahead and just do that. And we'll be back. Alright, so this is as done as it's going to get. It's still a little bit watery, but if you leave this on low and slow, it actually starts thickening up. The beans have their own starch, and it'll create its own gravy. You can put this on rice for beans and rice. Take out the bay leaves, if you can find them. But I am actually going to be putting this on sweet potato because I can't have rice, and the sweet potato is going to be enough for me. Okay. I also have rice for the for the boys. So whenever they're ready, they can go ahead and eat. Crap, I forgot the sausage. Hold on. Slice up your sausage. You don't have to add sausage. You can just have the beans if you want to make this vegetarian. But I'm not vegetarian. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and let this cook about another 30 minutes. And we'll be done. Because of shenanigans, I forgot to add the sausage. So let's go ahead and do this. Plate this up. I'm putting everything on a sweet potato because I can't handle the rice, but I do have rice here for the rest of the family whenever they're hungry. We still have storm advisories, so I'm going to do what I can about editing this tonight and trying to upload it so we don't have that delay. I may be doing something. I'm hoping I can do a craft next week. I haven't figured that out yet. I'll surprise you. Thank you for calling. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you next time.